Big news is shaking up the world of Formula One, and it revolves around none other than Max Verstappen. With uncertainty surrounding his future, fans are eagerly awaiting news about his next move. Recently, even in Japan, questions about his status at Red Bull Racing and potential options at other teams were raised. The tension is palpable as Formula One enthusiasts wonder where the talented Dutchman will land next. So let's dive into this video today to uncover the latest developments and speculate on what could be a game-changing move for Aston Martin and the entire Formula One grid. Here we begin. Aston Martin is getting ready to make a huge offer to Max Verstappen, which might make him leave Red Bull and join forces with Chief Technology Officer Adrian Newey once again. This could shake up the Formula One world. Verstappen's future has been uncertain since the situation with team principal Christian Horner heated up. Now, it seems Aston Martin is ready to make a move. According to Automotor und Sport, everyone in Formula One is watching to see what Verstappen will decide. Despite having a contract with Red Bull until 2028, Verstappen's future is still up in the air. But Aston Martin is reportedly talking with Red Bull's top designer Newey, aiming to team him up with Verstappen. This plan includes luring Verstappen away from Red Bull, especially with Fernando Alonso's contract ending soon. Aston Martin believes they can offer Verstappen a better deal than Mercedes, who also want him to replace Lewis Hamilton. Moreover, Aston Martin, backed by the expertise of Adrian Newey and engine partner Honda, feels poised to surpass their competitors if Max Verstappen chooses to part ways with Christian Horner's Red Bull Racing team. Despite Verstappen's existing contract, rumors suggest a hidden exit clause allows him to exit early if he desires. While Aston Martin isn't openly pursuing Verstappen, they're positioning themselves as an attractive option. With Newey's involvement and a global brand appeal, they believe they can offer Verstappen an enticing proposition, including a lifelong ambassador role. Ferrari and Mercedes are also rumored to be interested in Newey, but Mercedes seems less likely to pry him away from Red Bull. For Aston Martin, the key lies in Verstappen's decision-making. They await his move before extending a solid offer. Their confidence stems from the potential synergy between Verstappen and their team, along with the allure of a brand ambassadorship. If Verstappen opts to explore new horizons, Aston Martin stands ready to present a compelling case for his consideration in the upcoming season. Does Verstappen fancy a move to Aston Martin? No, it all depends on if I want to also drive next year or not, said Max Verstappen when asked about transfer rumors during the press conference in Japan. Indeed, why would Verstappen see any reason to leave the mighty Red Bull Racing? From my side, no, I'm very happy where I'm at, and yes, we want to keep it that way. Verstappen didn't hide his good relationship with Honda when talking to the press. Honda, which also owns Suzuka Circuit, will partner with Aston Martin when their current deal ends in 2025. Does this mean Verstappen might join Aston Martin? I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mean I'll go there in 26 or whatever, right? I have a contract with Red Bull until 28. After that, I first want to see if I actually even want to continue. That's the most important thing for me, not so much about where, so I don't really think about these things at the moment. Apart from Honda, Aston Martin is also reportedly trying to bring in another person Verstappen is close to. Recent rumors suggest they're working to get Adrian Newey to Silverstone. Verstappen's view. Max Verstappen has stated his commitment to Red Bull, affirming that it's where I want to be in the future. Despite rumors linking him to other teams, Verstappen's contract with Red Bull runs until 2028. However, speculation suggests he might consider racing elsewhere starting in 2025. Toto Wolff, the boss of Mercedes, expressed his admiration for Verstappen, saying he would love to sign him. He added that every team on the grid would be thrilled to have Verstappen if he became available. As Max Verstappen engaged in media duties ahead of the Australian Grand Prix, he addressed teammate Sergio Perez's earlier comments about the team's reaction if Verstappen were to leave Red Bull. Verstappen responded confidently, emphasizing the positive aspects of his current situation. "I think there's every reason to be happy, right?" Verstappen responded. "The car's going really well, and there are so many great people on the team who are constantly pushing for better results, so for me that's what I focus on. I focus on the performance, I'm happy, and when I go home, I don't think about any other thing because it's pretty fixed where I'm at, and that's also where I want to be. In terms of how things are going on the track, Verstappen argued that after 2 dominant wins to kick off the new season in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, he has never started a year in better form. We try to keep on learning. Max Verstappen on his best start so far. I think it's definitely been the best start so far to a year for me personally in the car, he commented. It's just a good balance, but I think also as a team we operated really well without too many mistakes. So of course I'm very happy with that, and I hope that we can continue that way. We try to keep on learning what we can do better, but it's been very positive. Alonso's point. During a press briefing at Suzuka Circuit before the Japan Grand Prix, Fernando Alonso shared his thoughts on the possibility of Max Verstappen leaving Red Bull and its potential impact on the driver market. Alonso expressed skepticism about the likelihood of Verstappen departing from Red Bull, stating that he believes there is zero chance of that happening. He said, if Max leaves Red Bull, maybe that has an impact, but I think there's zero chance of that happening. What I want to do is just concentrate on my stuff, and before summer, try to make a decision if I keep racing or not. And if I keep racing, where would be the best possibility, he said. Moreover, Honda's Aston Martin move is a bit of shame. Recently, it was announced that Aston Martin will team up with Honda in 2026 for Formula 1. This is surprising because Honda left F1 in 2021. They kept supporting Red Bull, but no one knew what they'd do after 2025. Honda decided to stick with F1 because the sport wants to be more eco-friendly. Max Verstappen, before the Monaco Grand Prix, said he was a bit disappointed with Honda's change of heart. He liked working with them and thinks it's good news for Aston Martin. Honda says its decision to commit to F1 so soon after walking away was triggered by the series' commitment to increased sustainability ambitions. Speaking ahead of this weekend's Monaco Grand Prix, Verstappen said it was a bit unfortunate how all of that turned out, referring to Honda's U-turn. He said he had loved working with Honda, adding that for Aston Martin, it's really good. This partnership means Aston Martin will have Honda engines for their cars in future races. It's a big deal for the team and could make them more competitive on the track. Verstappen expressed his feelings about Honda's decision, saying, "It's a bit unfortunate how things turned out. A few years back they said they were leaving, so Red Bull started making its own engines. Then suddenly they changed their minds. By then it was too late for us to work together." Further continued, "It's a bit of a shame, I would say. We always have and had a really good relationship with them, and then seeing them go to Aston Martin is a bit of a shame. But I mean, we are also very excited from 2026 onwards to see what will happen together with Ford. It is what it is. A few years ago we thought they were going to leave, now they stay and they go with Aston Martin." Verstappen also shared his thoughts on Honda's departure, saying, "Aston Martin benefits from having a great engine, which is really good for them. It is what it is." He continued, "I've enjoyed working with Honda and we've had a lot of success together. So of course it'll be sad to see them leave eventually, but we saw it coming, right? They had already told us they were leaving, so we kind of said goodbye. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm happy that Honda is staying in Formula 1 for the people there, but it's still sad to see them go." So, what do you think of Aston Martin's game-changing move with Honda and Verstappen? Comment below and subscribe for more.